We're on. Woohoo! Yeah, some crap on my screen. Whatever. Hey, everybody. So, welcome to Red Squirrel Tarot Messages. It is the 28th of May. 28 is the number of abundance, infinite wealth. We are in the karmic cycle of an 8-year, 2024. 2 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. I hope you all are having a fantastic time with your life. Or if you're not, it will get better. Nothing stays the same. Change is the only thing that is constant. I haven't been on here for a while, trying to get my mental in check. There's no reason for anybody to be online freaking out, spazzing out, or whatever. Unless you want to, that's your choice. But I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that anybody's hiding their feelings or pretending to be a certain way or not. It just means that when you can compose yourself in a manner that's on an even keel with your energy to present it to other people, then I highly suggest you stay away. I'm taking my own advice. So I just went through that. Went through a lot of stuff. But this year actually seems to be okay. As long as you're not doing bad things to other people, bad shouldn't come back to you. It's not a guarantee. We all have to go through things that break us down to build ourselves back up. The support system that you should be with on point is yourself. You yourself should be your own support system. You are exactly what you believe and tell yourself. That's what it is. So I want to talk about karma, right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. Lost my card here. Ace of Cups. This is extremely fitting for what I want to talk about. Beginnings. So I take this as new beginnings. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. New beginnings. New beginnings, or how you shower your own life with love, right? So I met this person when I was about 22, 23 years old. And I was absolutely enthralled by this person. I was in love with this guy. And nothing really ever came of it. But when you're young, you're impressionable. So if I'm talking to anybody that's under the age of 25, be extremely careful who you connect with, because that's going to make what your future is. I'm not saying avoid it. I'm just saying be careful with your choices. But essentially, all roads lead home, and you will eventually find the reasons why you go through things. It just depends ultimately how you deal with it and is what your outcome is. So anyhow, I used to spend a lot of time with this person, and it would always come to the point of when it came to special things, or simply just being invited to go out with his friends and him or whatever, I was always left behind, right? My birthday. I got this for my birthday. It was always some excuse or whatever. When people are doing that to you, it's out of a sense of control to try and manipulate you so that you are in this endless cycle of not loving yourself completely. And therefore, somebody else can tweak you when you're having emotionally vulnerable times in your life, right? That person will always affect you until you learn how not to let that person affect you anymore. And unfortunately, the only way that's going to happen is if you completely cut them off, or you just lose feelings for the other person over time, right? If you want somebody to do something for you, you have to be able to give and take, ebb and flow with somebody. You can't always just continuously take. Yes, I'm talking to all you takers out there. You suck, and eventually you're going to get your ass kicked by it. By karma. Karmic year. 8. What goes up comes back around. What you throw out will come back to hit you in the face. Hopefully you're putting out good things, but if not, don't blame anybody but yourself when that karmic fly swatter comes back around and get you. So anyway, long story short, the person that I'm talking about, this is the first time that he's actually said this, and I block whatever situation is, however this goes. My phone, when I get calls from a blocked call, it pops back up on your call log, but it doesn't let you know what's happening. I changed my phone number. The only reason why, it's a huge story, but this is the only bit of information I'm going to give you about my story, right? For now. So I changed my number when I got together with my now ex-boyfriend, which that's a completely different story. And I had no plans on ever speaking to this person again. But with whatever transitioned in play with my now ex, which is actually kind of a recent thing too, which is why I haven't been on here. I reached out because that was kind of the only sense of familiarity, or I was just trying to seek closure through a different channel, because when people ghost you, it affects you. It affects you in a horrible way. I get messed up with things because it's like I have 5 different conversations branched off of one thing. I'm trying to stick to the main topic here, but so anyway, I reached back out to him to try and kind of get some like sense of why he did whatever he did and why whatever the new situation with myself didn't pan out. And I'm thinking, okay, everything clicked together. So now yesterday was his birthday, and I got him blocked, whatever. I noticed that he called me, so I went back and checked the text messages in the the blocked call list, whatever. And he's talking about, hey, you can't wish your boy a happy birthday? Are you okay? How many birthdays? So 10. You had 13. Sorry, okay, so let's minus 2, right? 3. Let's minus 3 birthdays. So you've had a decade to show me some respect and do things for my birthday. Even just remember my birthday and just shout me out and say, oh, hey, happy birthday, blah, blah. The amount of time that we spent together, you couldn't do something at least nice, like bring me coffee, like, hey, let's go out and go to catch a movie, do something, right? If you're claiming that you want to be friends, where's the friendship? You can't be friends with people that you sleep with. It is what it is. If you're planning on being friends with people that you've slept with, you're disrespecting your future partner that you want to be with long term. So, word to the wise, when you get into serious relationships or even relationships that you see potential in, you need to cut those people out of your life. Done. Because they will interfere with your future. Your future will quickly become your past. And that's a you problem, not anybody else's. And you can't do a thing about it when people move on. Right? And the thing is too, is that when people want to start that argument of trying to emotionally manipulate you, so that it's called baiting, right? They're trying to emotionally manipulate you even though they've done you wrong, so that you'll open your mouth and argue with them, because it gives them like, oh, they're still going to talk to me. Oh, they're still fighting them. Nah, man. Ditch it. Next. Your future's waiting. Don't get stuck in the past. Now, I can elaborate with my recent ex on a few things that I already caught from the beginning that people were doing to him. Not respecting his boundaries. Not respecting things that he's told them, hey, I don't want to do this, this, and this. Let's whatever. No, but then you want to overstep. Hey, when you have family that's very integrated in your life that you've had for a very long time, you yourself have to know what you want for your future, whether you want to continue the past. Like, why bother in getting involved with people? It doesn't make any sense. Why, if you're not willing to change, right? What your routine, integrating, giving and taking, the whole point of having somebody new in your life is so that you get new stuff. You do new things. If you want to continue the past, don't search out other people. Don't get new partners. Stay with the same old crap that you want to stay stuck in cycles with. It's not that hard. Happiness is on the other side of fear. 100%. Do you want to be happy? Or do you want to continuously cycle the same old crap? Death, Scorpio. Somebody's happiness is over. And again, I can elaborate that, but we're just going to stop that. That's enough information out of my, like, quote unquote personal stuff, because I can go on and on and on and on. Anyway, the one last thing I want to say about that is that the irony and the karma that comes from treating people like crap is that eventually, when you want them to treat you good, but you've treated them like crap, what do you think is going to recirculate? And it's not the fact of, oh, I'm reaching out to treat them. No, there's no get backs. There's no whatever. Your karma is the fact that I'm no longer in your life and you're just going to have to suffer. Suffer until you get through it. Heal yourself. You need to unload all that damage. And then guess what? That's when your change will begin. When you recognize that your behavior is not okay, you're the one that has to change it. You're the one who has to recognize it. So with that being said, accept responsibility for your actions, bad or good, because you're the only one that has, let's say, 70% control. I'm not talking about things that you can't control that happen, the unfortunate things that you can't see. I'm just talking about in general. You can control your environment and yourself to a point, but at the end of the day, the only person or situation that you can control are your own actions. So somebody's happiness is ending, right? But with death, there is a rebirth. Hermit, Virgo, energy, doesn't matter, hermit. So you have to go within. You're realizing that, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Look, accepting responsibility for now. Do you see, after everything that I've explained, the Ace of Cups came out in reverse this time? The Ten of Cups, the Death card, and the Hermit are all upright, but the Ace of Cups is in reverse. For this conversation, this energy, and this specific topic, it means you have to fill your own cup. You can't expect to just take other people's energy and spread it around and still be able to keep enough for yourself. When you drain somebody's resource and you don't replenish it, what do you think is going to happen? Same thing when you borrow money and you don't pay like certain amounts back on time, right? Let's use the credit card system. You take money, you don't pay it back. What do you think is going to happen? You owe more and more and more. Like, do we get the concept? We good? Two of Wands. Making a decision. Not making a decision is still making a decision. Let's all be clear on that. And I'm only going to be on here for a few more minutes. My phone's dying and I got to get to bed and whatever. So hopefully soon I'll be able to pop back on here. But all of you know exactly who you are, the ones that I'm speaking to. When you're getting your full karma of the retribution that the universe is seeking to close all your energy out for you to start anew. You may seem at the time that you're being punished. I mean, you you have to atone for your sins. You have to get your karmic lick back from the universe. It's nothing else. It could be your car breaking down, your pets passing away, you losing everything. Even though it seems very detrimental in the moment that, oh, you're never going to recover, no, change your mindset, because that's happening for a reason. If you've taken something from somebody and you never gave it back to them, or you just took something and ran, or let's say renting, for instance, right? You used somebody's property, you damaged it, and you just went, ha ha ha, and took off and ran, that's coming back to you. This year, karma does not miss an address, regardless if you move around or not. Page of Pentacles. What do I do with this? This is the seed that I'm planting. How's the soil? Has anybody else grown? Like, you know what I mean? Has anybody else planted these seeds in the soil before? What were their crops like? Look, have a forethought about what direction that you're putting yourself towards your future. Because very easily, just like I had mentioned, your future can easily just stay or become your past. It's all your choices. So I see this as the way that you plant your seeds from the past are going to be changing. Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What season are we in? Gemini. That's only applies to Gemini, Gemini Sun, right? Or Sun and Gemini. Again, just because you're born in a certain month of a sun sign does not mean that's completely and solely who you are on your chart. Please look into your chart. Theplanetstoday.com will give you kind of an understanding as to how the planets move around and what's going on and what retrograde is, all that good stuff. But you must know your natal birth chart. Again, cite 3 sources. If all of them come up matching, that means most likely that is the information. Not every single site you use is accurate, but you need to know how to hunt for the information. It is all around you. Queen of Swords, Hermit. So somebody standing firm in their convictions and being off on their own, which means I don't need another person outside of myself to validate how I feel. I feel my feelings, and this is what it is. If you don't want to, express your feelings of how I'm feeling, it's all about integration, right? If you're not able to ebb and flow, give and take with a person that you're in love with, interested in a commitment with, or anything like that, you're with the wrong person or people or group. If somebody's always constantly telling you that you have to do all these things for them, but they never do anything back for you that's actually good for your future. Your future is your present. The irony that I'm saying this, anybody who smokes out there, anybody who has addictions to anything, drinking, gambling, whatever, your future is your present. What are you doing right now? And I know it's a very hard thing to be consistent on because we go through millions of things a day. We have so many thoughts and, our emotions are up and down. That's what makes us human. Emotions. Don't block them. Feel your feelings. Understand what's going on. Understand another person's perspective and move on. It doesn't mean you have to stay stagnant and put up with people's crap. So that's what the Queen of Swords represents. It's, hey, buddy, you done this and this and this. You expect this from me, but you continuously did this. Like, we're done. Don't even respond. Self-isolation. And it's, you know what? I've had enough. You're not going to come back into my life and disturb the peace that I've tried to cultivate. I've cried many tears, many nights that you will never know that I did. And it's none of your business it's none of your business to know me now when you didn't give me that grace. Or even just say, whatever. And I get that people learn at their own pace. People can change. But the likelihood of somebody changing, you really have to put the work into yourself. And you can tell those people who don't work on themselves, who just continue at the same cycle of shit. It's a recycled cycle of crap. 4 Swords. Pause. Resting. Rejuvenating. The calm before the storm. This is the, I've hit my limit. I've taken as much as I can, and I need to show myself above all else, the love that I, have been giving to others. Literally, that's the storyline here. 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Hey, very painful realization, Could also be your body, you overworking, That's the number one thing. You must rest. It doesn't matter what your goals are. It doesn't matter how much money you think you need or want or whatever. At the end of the day, big lesson. When you choose money over love, war over peace, you're never going to win. Materialistic 3D things that we have on this earth, you can't take them with you. Understand that. very deeply. You cannot take things with you. The only thing that you can take with you is your soul, what you carry in your heart, and the lessons that you have learned. 5 of Cups. You left yourself out, man. How do you leave yourself out? You are your number one priority. And no, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean be selfish. It doesn't mean everybody needs to bow down and kiss your feet. It means that if you can't take care of yourself, how do you expect to take care of others? If you can't be happy without other people with you, how do you expect other people to be happy with you in your presence when you're not in a good mood? When you're not up to par, right? When you're exhausted, when you're people with children, you understand this very well. How much can you let people suck out of you? Whether it be food source, like you know what I mean? Nutrients, time, your energy, your mental. Who's giving back to you? Do you have an amazing partner who lets you take a shower, who does things for you? Or are you a single mom? Are you a single dad? You all know exactly what that is. So you have to all make sure that you make time for yourselves. It's just the facts of life. Do not leave yourself out. I'm going to take one more card and then I'm going to jump off here with one more. 5 of Pentacles. Make sure that you take time to rest. You need to recharge your own battery. You can't run on an empty battery. Can't run on an empty gas tank. It is what it is. You can't run on exhaustion. There's no, you know, what would, in relative, you seize your engine, basically. Your vessel. That's your engine. That's how you get around. That's how you make your money. That's how, you know, just everything with that. Oh, okay. This is super funny, but I'm gonna... 5. So message for numbers of the day is 555. It's the number of change. 5 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Don't leave yourself out. Always remember, again, recharge your batteries. Don't fight. Don't fight the inevitable. Go with the flow, but go with your flow. What is your energy picking up on? What does it look like to you? You can have anybody tell you to go with the flow, but that's in relation to they want you to go with their flow. Don't ever go with somebody else's flow. Go with your internal flow of how you're feeling at all times, no matter what. Okay? Thank you very much for whoever was popping on and off here. Thank you to whoever, after I click off of here, who watches my content. Thank you. I just appreciate it. I appreciate being able to do lives. My phone's dying 5%. I appreciate the amount of people who have accumulated on here so that I can just pop on and off. You know, can't guarantee you when or like my volume of traffic on here, when I'm going to be on here, whatever. I'm not making any schedules. It is what it is. And hopefully I can just get on here and be more, give you guys more of a stable advice here, stable flow of advice. But you need to take care of yourself just like I do too. So love yourself. Love yourself more than anything in this world, and you will see a definite change. Your future will be amazing. Whoever out there needs to hear it, love yourself. I love you too. Doesn't really matter. Love is the only thing that is constant within everything. Just keep loving. It'll come back. Peace out. If I can get off here. I think I had this issue before. Oh, this way? How do I end it? Oh, okay, bye. Bye.